永遠などない。それだけが唯一変わらぬこの世の断りだ。花に10日の紅なし満開。みんなで一緒に歌おう。
Okay, so they finally released Scarlet Black Shadow's kit, and I'm quite excited with it, so let's break it down. So she's an attacker, a rocket launcher unit, another burst 3 unit, and a wind code unit. Now moving on to her normal attack, she has a base ammo capacity of 9, which is the highest for all current rocket launcher units. The reload time is 2 seconds. I think it's in the middle because Laplace has 2.33 seconds on her reload time, while A2 has 1.5 seconds. But I think 2 seconds is okay given her kit. And so moving on to her normal attack multiplier of 57.29%. It is quite low compared to the others. Even Miracle, Fairy, and a supporter unit has 61% of a multiplier. But the biggest thing here is the charge time of only 0.3 seconds. And that is so freaking cool because the fastest so far is 1 second and she's 0.3 seconds, so you can basically spam her full charge attack. And speaking of full charge, she has a 150% full charge damage and then a standard 200% on core attacks. This one is quite low compared to the others, but her burst makes up for it and her kit as a whole. So moving on to her skill 1, which is Fleetly Fading Breakthrough. So it activates when attacking with full charge. Effect changes according to the number of attack times. Effect of each phase does not stack. 3 times affects one enemy unit with the lowest defense. 6 times affects enemy units within attack range. 9 times affects all enemy units. So right off the bat, it activates when attacking with full charge. So it does not state that you have to hit an enemy for it to count. So as long as you do a full charge, it will count. Now this one is effect of each phase does not stack. So what this means is that for example, you activate this part, this does not mean this part activates with it. So this activates separately, this activates separately, this activates separately. Now breaking down the effects of each one, this one deals 250.47% of final attack as additional damage to one enemy with the lowest defense. This one deals 500% of final attack as distributed damage, so it's looking like a boss unit with this. And then for the 9 times, it affects all enemies and it deals 750.47% of final attack as distributed damage. So it's distributed damage, really looking like a boss unit for me. But these percentages are really nice, are really high, even if it's distributed damage. Okay, so moving on to her skill 2. It is called Fleetly Fading Ashura. So it activates when entering full burst. It affects self. Max ammo capacity is increased by 60% for 10 seconds and reloads 100% of the magazine. So I think this 60%, I think they rounded up, maybe, I'm not sure. So with a base ammo capacity of 9, this 60% is looking like 6 ammo capacity, if they do round up, but yeah. And then this one is huge because since her kit is based on this one, unleashing this skill 1, this one allows you to not wait for Scarlet to do a full reload before using her burst, so you can use it to a full effect. Anyway, you can see it once we go to her burst, But this skill gains value the more ammo capacity Scarlet has. So OL gear with max ammo capacity, of course. Okay. Moving on to her burst, fleetly fading strike. Okay, so it affects self. It changes full charge attack count required for skill 1 to 1 time, 2 times, 3 times for 10 seconds. A massive attack buff of 115.12% for 10 seconds. A charge damage buff of 150.12% for 10 seconds. Okay, so this part, I'm hoping it is static from level 1 to 10. So we don't really need to level up the burst that much so we can achieve this. In this part, I initially thought that you can, if you have 30 max ammo capacity, you can trigger skill 1 like 10 times, right? In 10 seconds. Because the full charge is 0.3 seconds. But basing on the video, the promotional video, I'm thinking that you cannot really do 30 attacks in 10 seconds. It's more or less maybe 12 to 15 attacks. So keep that in mind. It's not really 10 instances of the whole skill 1. Then you have a buffed up attack as well, and then charge damage buff. So this one deals more damage as well. That's really nice. Okay, so off the bat, I think it's gonna be a litter, blank, noir, Modernia, and then her. I said Modernia because I think Scarlet is gonna have an issue with parts, right? Parts that you need to destroy as quick. So that's gonna be a thing. But of course, if you're not gonna be dealing with parts that much, I think anyone other than Modernia would be good. But yeah, I think with Blank and Noir, Modernia would be the best choice. So yeah, her whole kit works well together. The only thing I have an issue with is, of course, the parts damage. Only that. But everything else is really good for bosses. For story mode, I'm not sure. But for bosses, for sure, really good. Yeah, her kit works well. I think she's really good. The design is really good. And it works. I mean, imagine they made a 0.3 second charge time when they're shying away from from attack spamming. I think that's a loophole. I don't know, but yeah, that's really good. Her skill, her burst. Really hoping this part is static. But yeah, for sure gonna pull for her. I mean, almost everyone, I think, is gonna pull for her. So, but, oh wait, Moderna is running beside her, so, yeah, I don't know. For new players, I think Moderna is still gonna be the better unit overall for all content. But Scarlet is gonna be really strong for bosses. I'm not sure against story mode yet, but for sure bosses. Anyway, good luck on your polls, guys, on January 1. I think tomorrow after the update, we can check her on Wikipedia so we can see if anything changes. Because this is still subject to change, but we don't know. And they can still change it before the banner releases, after the banner releases, but yeah, she's looking solid right now. So good luck on your polls. Bye bye.